It is revenge time for the Chicago Bears as they take on the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. I cannot wait for this game, and I'm here to give you guys my preview and a final score prediction at the very end. So stay tuned for that. What is going on, guys? Fox Sports Style back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, ProfitX. ProfitX is America's #1 sports prediction market where users play against each other instead of the books. And so because of that, you will almost always get the best price on any total spreads, money lines, and player props playing on the website, guys. If you use my promo code right now, FST, you can claim up to $200 in profit cash on your first 30 days playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Guys, win real money predicting sports. All right. Let's talk about this game because I have been waiting. Oh, baby, I've been waiting for this game. Ever since the Hail Mary game last year, oh man, I have been waiting for this football game. It is revenge time. So, as we always do, let's start with the numbers. The Bears taking on the Commanders here in Washington, so they're on the road. The Commanders are 3.5-point favorites in this one. Expected, that's fine, you know. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Over-under's a 49.5, okay? So a healthy over-under here. So I do expect this to be a decent scoring game, I should say. And so, you know, the Bears are taking on the Commanders coming off. The Commanders are coming off a big win against the Chargers. That was a statement win for them, the best win of the season, 27-10. I did not see that coming, and that was very impressive by the Commanders. The Bears obviously coming out of their bye week now, taking on them. And I'm telling you, folks, this win by the Commanders over the Chargers, changed the entire outlook. I am so glad I waited to do this preview video after this game took place, because now, the outlook for the Commanders changes completely because the NFL is such a week-to-week league, right? Before this game, I was not really impressed by the Commanders. Now, Jaden Daniels did come back today. Obviously, that's huge for them. But my point is, the offense didn't seem as big of an issue. Marcus Mariota seemed to be running it pretty well. But obviously, Jaden Daniels just, adds a different element to it. But even still with Jaden Daniels, I didn't think they would beat the Chargers. I really didn't. The Chargers have been playing really good football. Obviously had a, tough loss against the Giants last week, but that was one of those weird, the rookie quarterback is starting, so we don't have a scouting report on him and tape on him. So, the Giants are just all fired up and they get the win that way. That felt like one of those wins. So I'm expecting, hey, Chargers are going to come, bounce back, stomp the Commanders, who are not a good defense. They are just not. The numbers will tell you that. And they put up 10 points. So, wow, that was an impressive game by the Commanders. And I just want to run through the numbers here real quick for them because it's relevant, all right? Before I get into my keys here, this is very, very relevant. Jaden Daniels had 231 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 8 rushes for 39 yards. And then Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, the rookie running back. This is big. 14 carries. So not a lot of carries, just 14. 111 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs. Deebo Samuel, 896 and 1. Again, I talked about the defense. They shut down Justin Herbert, who only had 166 passing yards. Omarion Hampton only had 44 rushing yards. So again, this game just completely flipped everything for me. So let's just start with the first key for the Chicago Bears when we're taking on this Commanders football team. All right, the first key for the Bears offensively should be the tight end game. This is it. Time to dust off and use our tight ends here. And I shouldn't say dust off. We did use Cole Kmet last week when Colson Loveland was out and he had a pretty bad game. But I'm hoping Colson Loveland is back this week because this is the exact game where we need the tight ends. Let me explain why. So the Commanders are primarily a zone defense, all right? And they do play 2 safeties deep. So that means that the way to attack this zone defense is going to be finding those soft spots within the defense, right? And being able to have plays where I'm sure Ben Johnson's obviously going to know this. He's going to layer the routes so that you have, a short, medium, and deep route, and you're forcing defenders to pick, right? finding those soft spots. The short passing game with the tight ends, with Cole Kmet, with Colson Loveland, should dominate here because Kyle Pitts in week 4-8 against the Commanders for 5 for 70 and a touchdown, and then Tucker Kraft went nuclear when the Packers played the Commanders. He had 6 for 124 and a touchdown. So I don't care who it is, whether it's Loveland or Kmet, one of them or both should be able to eat here. Because again, that's how the Commanders play defense. And so to me, that is the way I want to attack this football team. We're not going to get a lot of deep shots here if we want. So again, the tight end should be used more. But even if you want to use DJ or Rome as sort of a power slot guy, hey, put him in those, shallow crossing routes, those type of routes here where, again, you're being able to utilize those soft spots in the zone. It could be OZ. Again, Ben Johnson just needs to get creative here. But I definitely feel like the tight ends will need to get involved here. And Caleb is going to need to find them because this is more of like a death by 1,000 paper cuts, just completely taking what the defense is giving you instead of having them to get as many chunk plays because they might be hard to come by here. Okay, so that is the way I want to go ahead and attack it. And by the way, defensively, the Commanders are, not as good against the pass as they are against the run. They're 14th against the run. So I would love to run the football here and see if we could go ahead and, try to establish something here. You guys know how I feel about the run game. Obviously, you want to try that, but they're 14th against the run and they're 27th against the pass. So the way the numbers tell you to attack this Commanders team is through the air. You just have to be smart and creative the way you do so. So that is essentially how I want to go ahead and attack this Commanders team. So I'm expecting Caleb to have a lot of completions this game, and I'm expecting the tight ends to get used. All right, key number 2, defensively. Listen to me very clearly, all right? The Commanders are a weird football team because, Jaden is a baller, but it's like you don't have an offensive player on the team, again, quarterback aside, that really scares you. Like Deebo Samuel doesn't scare me, right? He's a solid receiver. He's not in his prime, but he's still solid. He doesn't scare me. They lost Austin Eckler, in their run game. Obviously they have JCM, and and he's a rookie. Chris Rodriguez, and so it's like Luke McCaffrey. So it's like my point is nobody scares you. So then I'm thinking, okay, so how the heck are they getting these wins here with the run game and the offense? And it goes back to the Bears' weakness, being able to stop the run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was the main reason I believe that the Commanders were able to get this win here. 14 carries for 111 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. The Chargers could not stop this man. And JCM had a great game in week 1 against the Giants too. So he is the guy that I want the Bears to focus on for us to not let get going. All right. Passing wise, I don't have anybody, like I said, that scares me. Like if Deebo Samuel's going to eat, so be it. But Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lynn, I'm not scared of these guys. But I'm not letting the Commanders be able to run the football over and over and over again and get these chunk yardage here. So Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, the focus has to be on stopping the run, which scares the heck out of me because that is one of the Bears' biggest weaknesses. But that is how I believe that the Commanders are able to win this football game, is that they try to impose their will with the run game. And usually when you win the run game with, trying to impose your will there and then the trenches, you usually win the football game. And that's what I don't want to happen. So if Jane Daniels wants to, dice us up through the air, I'm not saying I'll let him. I'm just saying that I'll be curious to see which receivers, which weapons are going to be the ones that are going to, be able to help him do that. But I can easily see, based off of what happened in the Chargers game, the run game getting going here because the Commanders know the Bears' run defense is awful. They just saw what Ashton Genty did to our team. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a.k.a. Bill, by the way, that's what he likes to be known by. He is not Ashton Genty, but he played a pretty damn good game last week or this past week. So I am focusing on stopping this run game, specifically Ja'Cory Cross. I mean, they have other guys as well, Chris Rodriguez, Jeremy McNichols, but I believe JCM's the main guy here, the rookie running back that they want to try to go ahead and utilize. So ultimately, here's where I'm at. And the Bears are on the road, all right? And the Commanders are a solid football team, but they are weak defensively. I believe the Bears offense can move the football on them. And defensively for the Bears, they don't have to worry about any multiple stars out there to try to stop here. So as much as that Chargers win scared me, I will still go ahead and take the Bears here in a close 27-24 win over the Commanders. And oh, by the way, I'm sprinkling a little bit of that revenge factor there. You know that is on the Bears' mind for sure. Get revenge for the Hail Mary, what happened last year. And that really broke the team, remember? And again, it all worked out because obviously that ended up breaking the team, and then Eberflus gets fired and Ben Johnson's here. But again, it's still good to get revenge. Still good to get revenge. So Bears win this football game. I just feel like the offense will be slightly better than what the Commanders will be. And so we eke out a 27-24 victory. Bears win on Monday Night Football. Let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.